Hi everyone, in this video I want to talk about finding missing sides of a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Here are the two problems that we'll do, and to make sure that we don't take ourselves too seriously, let's think about the fun question. What is the hardest course you have ever taken in school? Right, so special right triangles fall under geometry, specifically under polygons, and the most common polygon that you would see in a geometry course and on the ACT math section would be triangles. So this is specifically right triangles that we're talking about. And there is a video on 45, 45, 90 triangles as well. So I recommend watching that video before this one. This is just slightly harder, I would say, than 45, 45. Okay, so 30, 60, 90 triangles mean that in a triangle, you would have one degree is 30, one is 60. So think of this like small, medium, and then large, the 90. So across from the smallest angle will be the smallest side. So we could think of that as, let's call that A. Across from the medium size angle is going to be the medium side length. So that happens to be, if the bottom is A, or let's say like 5, then the medium side would be like 5√3, or in general terms, A times √3. Then across from the largest angle is going to be the longest side, and that would be length 2A. So if we remember this diagram, then all the rest of this will become pretty easy. So in my first problem, I'm asked to find x and y, and it says to leave the answer as a radical, not like in decimal form. Okay, so this A√3 is in the 8√3 is in the A√3 spot. So that's why this first problem is a little easier than the second one, because if I know that this is A√3, this is A, and this is 2A, then isn't A just equal to 8? So I can just label this one as 8, and then the 2A then would be 16. So think of it like this. If 8√3 is A√3, then A is equal to 8, so 2A is equal to 16. That's the logic here. So we have 16 and 8 as our answer. So x equals 16, y equals 8. Final answers. Then the second one's a little harder. So we are given only the 2A, and it looks very complicated. Okay, if let's say this was 10. Wouldn't we know that A is just 5, right? But it's not just 10, it's 10√3/3. So what I recommend first is just labeling everything. This is 2A, this is A, and then this is A√3. Notice I'm using A as my variable instead of an X, just so it's not complicated with the X in this problem. Okay, so the only thing I know is that 10√3/3 has to equal 2A somehow. And the way I'm going to solve for this is, you can just divide by 2 on both sides. I want you to also think of dividing by 2 as the same thing as multiplying by 1/2, which is a little bit easier for fractions. So the 2's will cancel, and we get A equals 10√3/6. And then that simplifies, like, the 10 and the 6 need to simplify. So you can divide both of them by 2 and get 5 root 3 over 3 as the final answer for our A. So that would be y, 5 root 3 over 3. And then remember that in our x spot, that's the a root 3. So I'm going to take my a, a root 3 is our medium. So let's call this one is small. And then we have to do medium now. So a root 3 is equal to, well, let's do it right underneath. We know the a now. The a is 5 root 3 over 3, but then I must bring this root 3 down and then simplify that all together. So root 3 times the root 3 is root 9, which is 3. So those roots kind of cancel. You get 5 times 3 over 3, which is 15 over 3, which is just 5. So my a root 3 spot, in the a root 3 spot, we have a 5. So moral of the story is the x is equal to 5 here, and the y is equal to 5 root 3 over 3. Final answer. I kind of like these labels here, the small and the medium, so let's do it here. This would be the medium that is given. So then small is the 8, and then large would be the third one. In this case, you're given the large, and so you're trying to find the small and the medium. And we did. So try some practice. Here they are. The problems are very similar to the ones I just gave you. I would recommend labeling everything first and trying to figure out what parts you need. Why don't you pause the video so that you can work these out before seeing the answer. And those answers are here. So A, so A we've been using as our variable to, explain the properties. You can call it X and Y if you want to for this first one so you don't get confused. But the B in this case would have been the small. Yeah, because it's across the way from the 30. So 5 is the smallest. The A is the medium, 5 root 3. And then for the second one, the small would be root 3. The medium is the root 3 times root 3, which is 3. And then they gave you the large. Okay, let's see something to keep us going. When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. That's a great thing to remember. So I hope this video helped you in some way, and feel free to list your fun question answer in the comments. And if you'd like to subscribe, I will post new videos. Thank you. Have a good day.